Yeah, I do think eventually it will be a nice day, maybe just getting a little hot and humid for that walk a little later on this afternoon. But we're going to start, though, with the tropics, where things are also starting to get a little bit more active as we get later on into the season and getting close to the peak of the hurricane season. You can see a fair bit of some activity here across the central Atlantic. We got kind of two little disturbances. We got this one just now coming off of Africa, and then we have kind of this cluster that the National Hurricane Center is monitoring. So as we go over the next several days, here's what we're looking at. For this one, they're giving it about a 50% chance of development over the next week. And then the one that's just now coming off of Africa, still fairly unorganized and doesn't look to be moving into favorable in conditions. So just a 20% chance that it could turn into something here over the next 7 days. But something we'll be watching and keeping you updated here as things progress. But as far as the headlines are concerned, still staying hot and humid out there across much of the region. Triple-digit feel-like temperatures is going to be the biggest thing here for the short term. And then it does look like rain chances will be pushing back in for next week. So let's take a look at your temperature and feel-like temperature trend here over the coming days. 94 for a high today, feeling more like 103. 93 for your Saturday and Sunday, with feel-like temperatures continuing to be into those triple digits. So if you have outdoor plans this weekend, make sure you're drinking that water. And it does look like a good weekend to maybe head to the beach, the lake, or the pool to try and cool off and beat that summertime heat for a little bit longer. Temperatures across the region right now, you got 72 for Newberry, Winsboro, and Newberry. We also got 75 degrees in Sumter. It's 73 degrees now here in Columbia. As mentioned, that dog walking forecast for today looking good here this morning. Things not going to be too bad, but again, with those temperatures into the 90s, keep an eye on those paws. Maybe walk it in the grass so it's not having to walk on that hot pavement this afternoon. This evening, we'll dip down to about 72. Could have some very minor areas of patchy fog, mainly to the east, but nothing that I'm too concerned about. High pressure continues to be our dominating feature here across much of the region. That keeps us sunny, hot, and dry. There is a weak front off to our north, but it's kind of fizzling out. We're waiting for this next one to come here. That's going to bring showers to the Ohio Valley over the start of the weekend. But you can see us, we're continuing to stay dry. So if you have plans Saturday and Sunday, not looking too bad. It's a Monday that this front finally starts to push in, giving us maybe our best chance for at least a little bit of some rain during the late afternoon and into the early evening. And then once that front moves through, high pressure to our north is going to funnel down some cooler, more pleasant conditions. So it does look like finally an end to the heat and humidity as we get into next week. High is going to be dropping into the upper 70s to low 80s. This is also going to maybe bring down some drier air that could dry us up, so rain chances on the lower side as we push into the middle part of next week. So we could be looking at kind of a stretch of some nice weather, but you can see still going to be hot and humid summer-like here at least through Sunday, with those highs in the low to mid 90s. Again, Labor Day brings us that best chance for some late day showers and storms, followed by those cooler temperatures as we get into next week. It is 6:22. Don't go away. We got more Sunrise after the break.